been talking about in our series, Power Beyond Ourselves. We've been talking about the power of the Holy Spirit. We're going to continue that series with a little different tack, talking about power beyond ourselves and power to serve. And so for the next several weeks, as part of our service, we're going to have what we call the heartbeat of the chapel, the heart of the chapel, talking about some of the ministries that go on here. And it's not so that we can put a guilt trip on you, but to just let you hear a little bit about what some of those ministries are and how you might even become involved in them. Tonight we want to talk, first of all, about the Fusion Ministry. And some of you have had some confusion about the Fusion Ministry because you volunteered several weeks ago and you have not heard from us. And I am here. I did not wear the sackcloth and ashes that I had planned. But seriously, on behalf of the chapel staff, I want to apologize. We were inundated and we were also overwhelmed that more than 400 of you volunteered in this area and wanted more information, both for North Campus and South Campus, and we, frankly, didn't keep up with you. So most of you have not heard from us about that, and I want to just remind you that in the bulletin there's a special announcement about Fusion. There's a table in the atrium afterwards for you to do some sign up, because we're going to have next Sunday and the following Saturday after the services special meetings. They're identical, so you can come to one or the other. We're going to eat together and we're going to talk about Fusion Ministries. So please sign up for that in lieu of another email that did not get to you. All right? Thanks. Glad to have two folks who are involved in Fusion Ministry here at the chapel, Greg Schmidt and Shirley Goins. Just to share a little bit, and I'm just going to ask them a couple of questions, let them share a little bit about how they're involved in Fusion Ministry here. Greg, you've been at the chapel for about 19 years, longer than I've been here. I've got you beat on the history, but and you are both in charge of one of the ministries. You're a ministry leader in the greeting ministry, and you also are an elder. Could you just tell us a little bit? When I hear Fusion, I sort of think science, but what is Fusion Ministry at the chapel?
Yeah, the Fusion Ministry, we have several that take place every weekend. The first one would be the Welcome Center, which is greet you as you come in for questions, that type of thing. We have the Security Ministry, we have the Coffee Ministry, and we have the Greeting Ministry. And really those four are key parts of the Fusion Ministry that help bring people together. And that's kind of by definition, that's what Fusion is bringing people together.
And why is that important to the chapel?
We want people to, as they come in the doors, to feel connected, to see and feel a little bit of Jesus in the facility, to feel welcomed, and just find their place, find their way through the building, whether they have children, to children's areas, if they want a cup of coffee, to get a nice hot cup of coffee, things that'll just kind of help them settle down and settle in before worship. Okay.
So you have experienced this in terms of coming here, and you know that there are greeters, and I don't know did you knew that there are undercover greeters out there? What do you call those? The connectors?
The connectors. Those are our ones that we kind of define as looking available. That way, as our guests come in, it's the first time, they're a little bit nervous, wondering where they should go, what this church is all about. They don't know any of that. So we like to have connectors kind of floating around in our atrium and our coffee area, just looking available, giving our guests the opportunity to ask a question, where something is, show them where the coffee is, let them know that they can bring it into the worship center. Just things like that maybe they don't know. So to have them out there and just kind of floating around, and as they see somebody that comes in that maybe looks a little bit lost, a little bit uneasy, just that we can go up and approach them and not be on the attack, but just to safely approach and let them ask some questions safely.
Good. Sort of CIA, it's the church's CIA. When you think about Fusion, and particularly the area of Fusion Ministry that you're involved in, What are the characteristics, gifts, qualities that we look for in people to be part of that ministry?
I think just really the caring, the looking available, the welcoming smile, that we leave everything else behind, that we look available, and we can connect with people, and it's not about us, it's about helping them get connected with other people in the church, and preparing for the worship, and just that warm smile and a hot cup of coffee, not the other way around, a hot smile and a warm cup of coffee. So we have to make sure we get it the right
Good.
way.
That's good. I like that. Let's turn to Shirley here for a minute. Thanks, Greg. Shirley, you've been at the chapel. You and I came about the same time. You came about 9 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell us what part of the Fusion Ministry are you involved in?
Well, I'm at the Welcome Center, and I love to see the people come in, and as Greg so adamantly mentioned, I love to smile. I love to connect with the people as they come in, and know that I'm there for any questions that they may have.
Okay. And how did you find out about that ministry? How did you get pulled in there?
Well, our administrator, Brenda, had approached me and said they were looking for volunteers in different areas, and she mentioned the Welcome Center and asked me to pray about it and feel if that would be an area that God may lead me to serve.
Okay.
So after prayer, consideration, I felt that that's an area that I could serve the family of the chapel and also serve God.
Great. Now, I happen to know that you're a golfer and that you're a busy lady and you've got lots going on in your life. What is it about the Welcome Center and that particular ministry that captured your heart to the point that you would invest the time and energy that you do to be there regularly? And I happen to know that yours is not a fake smile. Yours is real. But to invest in people like that, what captured your heart?
Well, I feel these are my family. I love the people, the fellowship, the worship. I love for them to come up and ask questions, and I also like to be able to give them the answers. And if not, we have communication cards that we can always fill out the questions on and get them back to the offices where somebody else can answer them. But we just like to be available.
Good. Very good. All right. Well, you've heard a little bit about, from a couple of different perspectives. There are a number of fusion ministries. If you would like to get some information, and if you did not receive in your email an invitation to these fusion meetings, please make sure that you stop at the table out in the atrium. And also, there's a card there if you'd like to come and you would like to express the area of the fusion ministry that you're interested in. That would be great. That would be a place to sign up there. All right? Thank you very much, both of you.